Dímelo, mi gente. I'm Danny with Latinos with Passports, and today we're going to talk about the secret Marriott credit cards. That's right, cards that you probably didn't know about and how you can get them. Now, for the purposes of today's video, we're going to talk about the personal credit cards that you can get with the Marriott brand. There are two that exist as a business credit card, but for the sake of this video, we're going to ignore those. Now let's start talking about the Marriott Bonvoy credit cards issued by American Express. There are three of them in the personal category. The Marriott Bonvoy Amex, or the $95 credit card that we call it here at Latinos with Passports, again, with the annual fee of $95. There's the Marriott Bonvoy Bevy, that is the new credit card. That has a $250 annual fee. And then the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant, whose annual fee went from $450 to $650. Let's talk about the benefits that these credit cards from American Express offer, starting with the Marriott Bonvoy Amex, or as we call it, the $95 credit card. It does provide 6 Marriott points for every dollar you spend on eligible Marriott purchases, and then it earns 2 times Marriott points per $1 spent on any other eligible purchases. It does provide you with Silver Elite status, and it does provide one free night award valued at 35,000 points. Finally, it does provide 15 Elite Night credits for your lifetime elite status. Next, the new card on the block, the Marriott Bonvoy Bevy. It earns 6 times Marriott points for every $1 spent on your Marriott eligible purchases. It earns 4 times Marriott points on your food spend, whether it be groceries or dining out, up to $15,000. And then it earns 2 times Marriott points on all your other spend. It does provide you with 1,000 bonus points per stay if you use the credit card, and it does give you Marriott Bonvoy Gold Elite status. It does give you one free night award valued at $50,000, but only after spending $15,000 on eligible purchases on the credit card. And then finally, it does also provide those 15 Elite Night credits for Elite Lifetime status. Finally, the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant. Now, this credit card did see some changes as well. It still earns the 6 times Marriott points for every $1 spent on your Marriott expenses. It earns 3 times Marriott points on your food and airline spend. So it's a little bit different on that department there. And then it goes back to 2 times Marriott points on all your other expenses. It does provide you with a $300 dining credit split $25 per month, and it is a use it or lose it benefit, so make sure you use it. It does provide you with Marriott Bonvoy Platinum Elite status, so that is a big change. It used to be gold, now it's platinum. It does give you a $100 luxury credit in the event that you do stay and pay for your stay at a St. Regis or Ritz-Carlton property. It does give you a one free night award, this time valued at 85,000 points. And then it does give you 25 Elite Night credits, again, for that Elite Lifetime status. Chase does offer 3 Marriott credit cards. The Marriott Bonvoy Bold, which has a $0 annual fee, the Boundless, which has a $95 annual fee, and the Ritz-Carlton credit card, which has a $450 annual fee. Now, the Marriott Bonvoy Bold credit card only allows you to earn 3 times Marriott points per dollar spent on eligible Marriott purchases, 2 times Marriott points on eligible travel expenses, and only 1 Marriott point per dollar spent on all other expenses. It does provide you with Silver Elite status and 15 Elite Night credits for that lifetime status. Moving up to the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless, this one does earn you the 6 times Marriott points per dollar spent on Marriott purchases, 3 times Marriott points on food and gas, which is the only credit card that awards you Marriott points on gasoline expenses. That's interesting. 2 times Marriott points on every $1 on the rest of your expenses. It does provide you with Marriott Bonvoy Silver Elite status, 1 free night award valued at 35,000 points, and 15 Elite Night credits. Finally, the Ritz-Carlton Rewards credit card. Now this one, pay attention, because it earns you 6 times Marriott points on all your Marriott expenses. Okay. 3 times Marriott points on your travel and dining spend, again, per every $1. And then it does only earn you 1 Marriott point per dollar on all your other expenses. But now it gets interesting because it does provide you with a $300 annual travel credit. This one you do have to call in, but still $300. It does provide you with 3 club level upgrades at Ritz-Carlton properties. It does give you the $100 luxury credit if you stay at a St. Regis or Ritz-Carlton. You do earn 1 free night award valued at 85,000 points. It does provide you with Gold Elite status. It gives you Priority Pass and global entry or TSA credit, and it provides you with 15 Elite Night credits. Certainly a credit card with a lot to offer. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, which are the secret credit cards? Well, that's going to be the Marriott Bonvoy Amex, the $95 credit card, and the Ritz-Carlton Rewards credit card issued by Chase. There is one problem, however. You cannot apply to either of these credit cards. Neither Chase nor Amex are accepting applications. So how do we get them? You have to adopt a 2-year strategy to get one of these secret credit cards. On the first year, you apply to one of the credit cards, and then in year 2, you're either upgrading or downgrading in order to finally get that secret credit card. Let's look at the Marriott credit cards issued by Amex to see what I mean. In the first year, you would either apply for the Marriott Bonvoy Bevy or for the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant. And then in the second year, because you have to hold these credit cards for at least 1 year, then downgrade to the American Express Marriott Bonvoy, the $95 annual fee credit card. The example works in the reverse for the Chase issued credit cards. You would either apply for the Marriott Bonvoy Bold or Boundless in the first year and then upgrade to the Ritz-Carlton Rewards credit card in your second year. Mira, you're not only applying to these secret credit cards porque, es secreto, le puedes decir a los amigos, but more importantly, it's because they're the best value credit cards of the entire Marriott Bonvoy portfolio. Entonces, which of these 2 credit cards should I have in my wallet? Well, that's not a straightforward answer because it all depends on your travel habits. It depends on how much you're willing to pay for the annual fee. So let's take a look at some recommendations that we would provide. The Marriott Bonvoy Amex credit card is great for those that want to pay a lower annual fee on their hotel credit cards. If you compare it to the Ritz-Carlton one, that's $450. This one is going to be $95. If you have other credit cards in your portfolio that offer the same benefits as that of the Ritz-Carlton credit card, then you don't need that one. Just stick with this one. If you already have a Marriott Amex credit card, whether the Bevy or the Brilliant, well, that's going to be an easy transition over to the $95 credit card here. Also, if you don't want to apply for any of the Chase cards, or you can't because you applied to 5 credit cards within the last 24 months, known as the 524 rule, then, you're out of luck there. Finally, if the majority of your stays are not going to be at Ritz-Carlton or St. Regis properties, say it's a mix between Fairfields, Courtyards, every once in a while a W or AC hotel, then this credit card will be just fine. As for the Ritz-Carlton Rewards credit card, mira, if you don't mind paying that higher annual fee, then go for it, right? It does offer a lot of benefits that will help you offset that fee. If you're planning to stay at Ritz-Carlton's or St. Regis properties in 2 years' time, say you're planning for your wedding and honeymoon, no? Then this is going to be a really good credit card for you to have because you're going to be able to stack up those extra benefits. También, if you don't have other credit cards that offer those same benefits that the Ritz-Carlton credit card does, that's another good reason why to try to aim for it. If you already have a Marriott Chase credit card, I would definitely upgrade from those credit cards. Neither of those, the Bold or the Boundless, are that effective in terms of the rewards that you're getting back. You might as well upgrade to this one and become a Marriott loyalist. Finally, if you don't want to apply for the American Express Marriott credit cards, that's totally reasonable choice to make. You want to stick with the Chase family? Well, you want to go ahead and get this credit card instead to up your game for your Marriott stays. Bueno, mi gente, that's how we're going to conclude today's video. We talked about which are the secret Marriott credit cards, why would you be wanting to get them in the first place, and then, pretty much how to get them. Obvio, because these are not available to be applied to in public, you have to call either Chase or Amex and request to either upgrade or downgrade your product. If you don't have a Marriott Bonvoy credit card, then you have to apply for one of those initial credit cards first, give it a year, and then downgrade or upgrade. So hopefully this was helpful. If you find our information useful, please, we ask you to please subscribe to our channel, follow us, share us, like these videos. It's going to help us immensely. We're looking to build and create more of these videos in the next couple of months and years as we continue to try to educate our fellow Latinos and people of color in the United States about how to use these credit cards, how to use travel points and miles, so that way you can travel much more comfortably, and that way you can also save money on your travels. Dale, mi gente. Ahí nos vemos.